have a few references.
Okay, quiet husbando. So, yeah, surprise stream today since I couldn't stream yesterday. It's a funny story. I did not realize, where we stopped last
Osmanthus
time
wine tastes the
was
same as
actually a series of cutscenes. And one thing just kept leading to another, and I couldn't find like a place to like stop playing the game entirely. So I ended up playing all the way until we rescued Nahida. It was the greatest moment, and it happened off stream, so I apologize. Anyways, I guess to make up for it, we'll meet Nahida now. Figure out how to get to there from here. But it should be fine. I'll lower the game sound a bit. It sounds pretty loud on my end. Let's see. Yeah, it does sound pretty loud. Wait a minute. Didn't they just have these three originally? Oh. Dynamic range? Surround sound? Oh, okay, that's cool. Okay. Must have missed that. Anyways, no, that's not right. But yeah, we're gonna go to... Ooh. Wait a minute. Did I not unlock... Oh, you're kidding me. I thought I unlocked that waypoint. What the heck? Oh, okay. The game lied to me. I thought I unlocked that waypoint in the city, but I did not. Okay, so we're gonna have to do that. Oh. Okay. Wait a minute. Okay, music's catchy, I have to admit, but... Oh, wow, okay, so the portal was apparently all the way back. Heck. Oh, wow, this whole area, okay. So I unlocked this whole area after I rescued Nahida, apparently. And, yeah, waypoint. Ah! Don't climb. I guess this is where I can find a waypoint. Whoa, that's wild. Rosa Garden. Oh wait, that's right. I think I wanted to unlock the cutscene, but unlock the waypoint, but there was a cutscene that got in the way. Up, here we go, here we go, here we go. There it is, there it is. Gotta unlock that waypoint. So I don't have to deal with this again. What a maze. This whole area is a maze. Oh, there we go. Okay, so apparently Nahida's further up. Ah, here. Oh, I have to make preparations? What preparations can I make? Oh, okay. So Raiden Shogun's banner is coming next week, and I can't wait to finally have a Electro DPS back in my party again. Should I have anyone? Diona? Okay, you know what? I'm gonna keep my party. I feel like it. I feel like I have the best party I can get right now. Okay. Paimon, the best travel companion ever, says Paimon. I'm pretty sure a lot of people just look at you as emergency food. I'm sorry, Paimon. LOL, my title?
How's it
Yeah!
going, Nikita?
Yeah!
I'm done with the parts that needed my involvement to complete.
I did! You know how in Final Fantasy 14, the game would be like, upon moving on, several cutscenes will play a sequence. There was no warning like that in Genshin, so I didn't realize I was stopping at an awkward time last time. So, here we go. Here's Nahida, safe and sound, right in front of us. But unfortunately, I did not get to share in the excitement of rescuing her with you all, so I'm sad. But that's okay.
It's my first time working with the Akasha like this. Its internal structure and operation procedures are easy for me to understand. Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's design is truly brilliant. Oh, also, this is for you.
What?
Huh? What's this little floaty thing?
That looks creepy.
It's a small device I put together just now. You can think of it as an upgraded Akasha terminal. You may not need it right now, but it should be helpful in certain situations.
Can't wait to see Nahida and Actonita away.
Paimon! We're both small things that float!
I love how she admits that she's a small thing.
When Paimon appears with the Traveler from now on, people won't remember Paimon because she isn't unique anymore!
Oh my god. Paimon, really?
It's alright, Paimon. It can't replace you.
You worry
only
about the
a
most
flying
ridiculous
device,
things.
But you're the Traveler's irreplaceable friend. You're so good at comforting people, Nahida. If only the Traveler was as smart as you.
Wow, rude. Oh my god. Her face. Oh man, I have to save this. Okay, I have to save this for oh, yeah. Screenshot. Save screenshot. There we go. Oh, man. You are picking fighting words,
Paimon. What I
Paimon.
feel to be the truth. I wasn't trying to comfort you. Nahida, you're natural at this. What you just said made Paimon even happier.
Oh my gosh, Paimon.
By
Please.
the way,
Oh,
there's
you need a
something
lot
I
of
need
things
to
to please you
confess.
these days.
Even though I'm the Archon and in control of myself again, I'm not very good at
It's
fighting.
okay, we got you, Nahida.
You may have heard that an Archon's power is derived from their people's faith. However, I'm not as well loved as Greater Lord Rukkhadevata.
Screw
If we
them.
get into a situation where combat is our only option, I'll have to count on you, and I'll do my best to provide support.
You know what? That makes sense since her moves so far, from my experience, have mostly been like support stuff rather than DPS heavy. So that totally makes sense. I've lived to
I'm glad I
fight.
can rely on you. So the God of Wisdom isn't good at fighting? That actually sounds about right.
Paimon, can you be any ruder, please?
I've located where the false god is. Time is of the essence, so let's skip to it.
All right. Oh boy, here we go. Are we ready? We are not ready. Oh, wait. We're going this way? Higher? What? Where the heck are we going? Wait. I have no idea what's going on. Whoa, okay. Is there some staircase I'm supposed to go up? Ah. Trusty quest point. Oh boy, okay, here we go. Creating a god, USV, or using human resources to create a god. Okay, so this guy is most likely lightning. Right. Okay, we're gonna try it with my party. See how well we do. Actually, I'm sorry, Jean. Gone you! Let's
As
go!
per our contract.
Maybe if I freeze him, maybe I have a good chance of combating. But yeah, anyways, I saw that there's a new event going on back in Inazuma, and I am like, I have not done an event in a while. Sounds like a good event to go back to. Any reason to go back to Inazuma, I will totally take that chance to go back.
What is this place? Is this really the way we need to go? Wow. Who would have thought there'd be a place like this hidden right slap bang in the middle of the city? The sages
Oh wait,
wanted to
Nahida will be
realize
with
their
us,
god
right?
creation plan without being discovered.
Okay.
The safest and most convenient way would be to build within the academia itself.
Oh, and then we destroy the
That's
whole
true.
area,
They were
and
already
boom,
hiding
the
one god, so why
academia
not two?
explodes, and everyone will see the ugliness that was
Judging from the
hiding this
structure
whole time.
here, the project is a huge undertaking. The sages really saw the god creation plan as their ultimate goal.
And then that
But
elder
this place
sage gets
doesn't look like it
arrested.
could have been constructed by the academia alone.
Good story, good
The
story.
Fatui under the doctor sure didn't hold back. They provided a lot of technological support.
Just to help one of their harbingers become a god after all. I mean, of course. What else would we expect from the Fatui?
Yeah, or else they wouldn't have been that generous.
They've been annoying us to no end.
Is that it, though? I've always felt that this doctor is different from the academia sages. He doesn't seem to share their sense of urgency. Instead of being interested in the end product, it's like he's enjoying the experimental process.
Yeah, he is a means to an
The
end kind of
Fatui
guy.
harbingers are all such weirdos. So, the doctor being weird is actually normal. So,
Good point, Paimon.
this Fatui that they're trying to turn into a god is called the Balladeer? We had previously come into contact with his consciousness. He harbors particularly strong obsessions. One is the desire for a gnosis, since he was created to be the vessel for one. The other obsession is probably related to his past. I can't quite explain it. Paimon knows that he was a prototype puppet for the Raiden Shogun before he became a Fatui Harbinger. That's why he wants a gnosis so badly. There's no way he'd willingly be a test subject. Now with that temper and ego of his. It sounds like you know the Balladeer quite well.
We had a few encounters, but none of them were
I
pleasant.
see. Tell me more about him and what he's like.
Oh, okay, we have time to tell a story? Okay.
The
Okay,
more
we'll
we
tell
know
you.
now, the better we can plan for and react to any future situation.
Okay, so it's not like he's waiting for us behind that door. That's fine.
I see. How fascinating. Alright, time to go. Let's get through here and meet him in person.
Alright, here we go. Oh no. Oh god, okay.
Order guide you. Solidify.
Oh god.
Rain outlines your fate.
Time to fulfill my duty.
Right.
Oh, we froze the guy. Okay, let's
Rex
go.
Lapis.
Yes, for Rex Lapis indeed. Let's go.
This is bad.
Oh boy.
Breaking a sweat.
Oh no, you don't. Ah, yes, nice. Ah, yes. Ganyu was a good choice.
Access denied.
Quickly. I guess this is it.
Okay, let's go. Oh, of course, classic regional domain makes you actually use the things they're
It
known
looks
for.
like we can climb up these pipes.
Is that Euclid? Did you say that, Clee? Or was it Nahida? Oh. Huh. I don't know what to expect here. Holy heck! Of course that would be where we do our boss battle. Okay, let's go. Oh, it's an elevator?
The pattern on the ground seems all messed up. Let's go around and see if there's a way to fix it.
Eh? What's wrong with this? Is it because it's hazy? What the heck is going on here? Oh, what?
It seems to have stopped. Let's continue.
Okay. I am very confused. What is this? Oh, we go here? Oh, nice of it to stop, though. Okay. Oh, okay, so if the pipes have these rung like bands, I guess that means we climb up. Oh, of course. Wait. Any loot? Any loot before we? Okay. Alright, let's go.
No more words. I will have order.
Alright.
Rain cutter. Yeah. Born of ice and frost.
Oh no! Wait a minute, how did
This
you?
is long overdue. No, my sword.
Okay. Rotate? What am I rotating? I'm confused. Oh, okay. Also, I don't know if anyone noticed, but there was a very strict camera angle. I got confused. Alright. Oh, hi!
Gather.
Oh, you're the ice dude. Okay. Oh, shit. That's not good.
Dumpy, dumpy, go!
It's time for a flash freeze.
Order guide you.
Boing, boing, boom! Witness the power of Gugwa. Glaze over.
Chill to the bone.
Oh, nice. We're making it now. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Yeah. Oh, no. Oh, wait. Yeah. Oh, okay. You're fine. You're totally fine.
Stabilize.
All hail.
So soon.
Okay.
I will have order.
Oh. Okay, that's
Solidify.
That's it.
Jumpy, jumpy, go! No touching.
Oh, nice. Thank you for the chest. What? Okay.
The cart is stuck. Maybe there's something wrong with the tracks. Let's try adjusting the direction of the device to clear the tracks.
Oh, okay. Okay, Zhongy. Hi. Ah! No! What the hell? Oh man, that was quite a save. Okay. Hi. Hi, I need a ride. I accidentally missed my other ride. Okay. Oh man. Okay, are you gonna let me stop? Okay. Alright. Okay, good thing it's not like a complete loss if I fall off. Just have to be very careful. Oh. Okay. Let's see here. Oh. Okay, cool. All right. There we go. There we go. Nothing bad happened. Okay, can we stop? Oh, okay. Hi, I am here.
Stabilize.
Rain outlines your fate.
Shouldn't get careless.
Glaze over.
Okay.
Boing, boing, boom!
Young these pillars to the. Oh! Nice. That was very cool. I just knocked that Faturi off the railing. Okay, so just gotta adjust this. And then let's continue onward. Oh boy, more dinghies? Oh. Oh, I thought there was gonna be another cart. Well, this will be okay for me. Oh. 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 Okay. Okay, I'm assuming we're going in the right direction. I'm not sure if I'm a fan of this puzzle, to be honest. Okay. Oh.
Gather. Order guide you.
Okay.
No, my sword! Access denied. Blazing delight!
Okay. Maybe I need to power up please some more.
This is long overdue.
That's right, long overdue indeed.
This is order.
Hey, guys, we got rid of that guy.
Jumpy dumpy go! Born of ice and frost.
Not enough.
Let me read you a verse.
Oh yeah. Oh my.
Order
Oh
guide
no. Okay.
For Rex Lapis.
Stabilize.
Okay, we gotta focus on this guy, cause this guy's such a dick. Oh yeah, well I've only just become a few, so don't even bother. Oh nice, let's go.
You need to hurry up.
No. Hello.
No touching. Jumpy dumpty go!
Go. We need to really DPS.
This is order.
Witness the power of Gua.
Oh no.
Blaze over.
Oh no. Oh god, okay.
Gather.
Blow them all up.
Wait, have I fought her before? I'm not sure if I fought an ice patooey lady before. Oh, beautiful. Thank you. Okay, I feel like I haven't. Also, I wanna level up my clay really quick, see if there's something I can do here. Elemental mastery. Okay, fine. Oh, hell. Alright. Let's see, which one do I not need? Which one is really bad? Which one is really bad? Are there any that are really bad? Oh, this was really bad. Okay. Okay. Okay, let's see if that little boost helps. Hopefully it does. Okay, cool. Yeah? Oh, okay. Gotta keep rotating until...
Do you want to come fish blasting with me? I'll get grounded for a whole day.
Oh. What is that? That's what the elevator looks like. Oh boy, alright, here we go. Oh, okay, cool. This is pretty nice that we get a secure lift to wherever we are gonna meet the boss. How far is this place? Oh, we're here. Okay.
Looking at its operational status, we must prepare for the worst. The god they wanted to create is likely close to completion or already completed.
It's not a surprise. Although I don't really remember the last time we fought him.
Oh no.
I
What should
don't
we
remember
do?
how much I struggled.
Paimon can't imagine how hard it would be to fight against a Fatui Harbinger with a Gnosis. Are you nervous, Paimon? If you really want to know, of course Paimon's nervous. Aren't you too, Nahida? Yes, I am. This is
She's so
probably the
calm,
first time
though.
I
I
faced
love
with a
her.
calamity of this degree since my birth. I feel not just nervous, but curious as well.
This fight sucks. Oh no!
Curious about what?
Oh man!
Curious about her fate.
Oh god! Oh god!
To me, everything we perceive in this world, everything we learn, and everything that happens to us is considered
Gonna be
knowledge.
a wipe.
And if it's a
Wipe
form
the
of knowledge,
first
then it
time.
can be understood. However, only fate is about that which has yet to occur. So it has always
I
drawn
just
my
noticed
curiosity.
Nahida has no shoes.
So to me, fate is the ultimate knowledge.
Or she calls those things
That's
shoes,
also
but
why I love observing
barely
humans
cover her feet
and
at
all
all.
the things that happen to them. It all brings me great satisfaction. And now, at long
although
last,
honestly though,
I'm
when
not
have
just an
Genshin
observer
boss
anymore.
fights
I will
never been
personally
tough?
experience my own
The first
fate
time
with you
round.
by my side. Isn't this such a wonderfully
Come on,
exciting
Nahida.
thing?
Let's get the
that's
worst
what
over
you
with.
mean.
Yo, we're talking too much.
She understands what you're feeling. Agreed. Okay, let's continue.
I'm
on.
also looking forward to it so
I
we can get it
sense
over.
his
Come on, come
aura
on.
from here.
Come on. Come on. Let's do this. Teleport waypoint unlocked. Leaving in 1 second. Wow, that's a great way to warn me ahead of time. I hate it here. I'm gonna get Raiden Shogun. I mean, I'll have a chance to get Raiden Shogun next week. Excited. Maybe have a party I finally happy with in ages. Ooh. Oh shit. Okay. You're right, Triz. I'm out. I already can tell I'm gonna lose. You gonna roll for Ayato? Ayato? I am rooting for you. Maybe may I get Raiden and you get Ayato. You look so
Who would have
cool.
thought the world would be so eager for my birth?
Ew, is that a pipe attached
I
to his thing?
remember you, Booer, the god of wisdom, and standing beside you, the traveler.
Is he all-knowing and powerful now, like Greater Lord Rukkhadevata? No, I can't feel the same kind of divinity I felt from the Greater Lord. It seems that the sages didn't get the chance to infuse the divine knowledge capsules into him. But even still, he has undoubtedly become a true god now. So we're too late? The Balladeer has already become a god?
The Balladeer. A long bygone title. When my spirit ascended to divinity, I felt as if I had existed for the same number of epochs as heaven and earth. Looking back, the existence of what once called itself Kunikazushi appears infinitely small and ugly.
Shoki no Kami? Damn.
This imposing aura.
That
feels
was
like
quite
gods.
an intro screen.
A body that capitalizes on the Balladier's original construction as a mechanical puppet, with the Gnosis serving as a constant power supply.
Oh, so we
resources
get the
did the
Gnosis,
sages
right?
put into
That's
this?
easy, right?
From a purely technological perspective, it's a commendable achievement indeed. It's no exaggeration to say, this is the
Do
culmination
we get
of
to
human
try out
wisdom.
Nahida?
You sure are something.
Like I have my party plus
compliments at a
Nahida?
time
Oh,
like
that
this?
would be amazing.
But I don't think he's reached the spiritual height of a god.
I'm not sure if that's a good or bad thing, but he's just about. I don't know. I feel like he was pretty strong the last time we fought him. So.
Strife is engraved upon every god and every gnosis brought forth into this world. Can you feel it? The exhilaration of such
Everlasting
power
Lord of
and the thrill of
Arcane
anticipation
Wisdom. Wow, he
for
has such a
our
fancy
contention.
title now.
Nahida wouldn't feel the same things as you.
Do you not realize that you are interrupting a conversation between gods? Lowly creature, know your place.
Do you not realize I don't follow the rules?
The strife engraved upon a Gnosis. You're talking about the Archon War. Tevat's current peace was not easily won. I didn't personally participate in the Archon War, but the way I see it, all those losses were meaningless, driven by the demands of the laws. There's no point in bringing it up again.
Is that so? Yet I am deeply disappointed that I was never allowed the fortuity to personally participate in the Archon War. This is a first. Encountering a god in this world who does not crave power. No wonder your own people have abandoned you, god of wisdom.
I feel like Zhongli. Well, technically he was powerful to begin with, but I feel like at this point he doesn't care. He's all like, I'm done. Peace out. Bye-bye. Oh, yeah. But that's right. Best girl is gonna only move upward and forward from now on, so watch out.
Your judgment is as your existence. Unsubstantial.
You'll
This
be
is
eating
where
your own
everything
words
ends,
soon.
Booer. The god of wisdom. You should know that wisdom cannot solve every problem. Like now, where your only option is to face me in combat.
Oh no, she has no words. This is not good.
Come! Let us reenact a scene of the Archon War. Come and inaugurate my birth as a god.
Okay.
I will have order. Perish!
No, my sword!
Okay, oh, hell, oh, okay. Ah!
All
Pick up
hail.
energy block. Energy blocks,
Insignificant
okay.
Pest!
Oh, oh heck, okay.
We're waiting
Wait,
on
what the
schedule.
heck? What the heck is this?
Body and mind.
Oh, energy box, okay.
Let me lead
At
you a
my
place.
command,
Born of
you
Ah!
shall fall!
Solidify!
Oh, hell, what is this?
Order guide you. Yeah.
Jumpy Dumpty Go!
Feeble
Oh, that's another energy block, okay. Anemo!
La la la!
What the hell? Oh god, no. Ah, okay, give me a chance, give me a chance.
No touching.
Okay. Oh god! Okay! Oh god, okay. What is this?
Begins!
What the fuck? Oh no, okay. Oh god. Okay.
Gather.
No, my sword.
La la la.
Feeble human.
Oh
This is
boy, okay.
Stabilize.
Oh god. Ah!
Power Gua. Yes. Blaze over.
Churn.
Next up.
Oh god, oh no, okay. Oh god.
Gather.
Oh god, okay.
I will have order.
At my command, you shall
Oh.
fall.
Body and mind.
Oh! What? Oh, wait, what? Oh, okay, okay, okay.
That really hurt.
Oh, okay.
La la la.
My body. It's.
Oh! Oh!
Solidify.
Okay, let's go, let's go!
Fine, fine.
Oh god, okay, come on, come on, come on.
This is long overdue.
You cannot defy me more.
Oh no! Why do I get a feeling this is gonna be another phase? I have a feeling that oh fuck no! Punch no! Oh no! Oh, I hate this. Why? Oh god. Oh, what? Okay. Okay.
Order guide.
Okay. Oh no.
No, my sword.
What the heck? Oh my god, this is nothing. Okay.
Ah. Dumpy dumpy go.
Okay, what the heck is
Let
this?
me read you a verse.
Ouch! Okay, oh
Tremble.
god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god.
Gather. Kneel.
What the hell is going on here? Oh,
Is pain.
Gundam Balladeer. Does that mean I lost? Oh my gosh. Nahida, what are you gonna do? No! Oh, rude. You are fudging rude.
This is supposed to be a battle between gods, yet you choose to hide behind a mortal. And now, you're acting like you'd sacrifice yourself for a human. Are you having fun proving a false sense of heroism to yourself, Booer?
What?
The data collection is almost complete.
Oh, what are you
How
up
many
to? What are you
times
doing?
you've tried to take my gnosis from me? just concluded the 168th loop.
Oh,
Did you know
let's
that
go.
in the effort to create you, the people of Sumeru were forced to live through the exact same number of Sub-Zero's festivals and samsara cycles?
The power of dreams. When did you use it on me?
Oh?
You can't even defeat me in a dream. What do you hope to achieve with this little trick?
Come, Traveler. Just like before. Allow me to awaken the memories in your dreams.
All that battle experience!
It's more than that. Compile everyone's wisdom in the name of the Archon. That is the original function of the Akasha.
Oh man, it's just like a comic book.
I've sent everything that happened just now to the people of Sumeru in the form of knowledge. I've asked them to help you find a way to defeat the false god.
Oh.
Now, all of Sumeru's wisdom is at your disposal.
Meaningless tricks won't save you.
Oh, he's back to his full body form. No.
Are you done with your tricks? Can I finally take this as a real battle between gods?
I'll leave this to you, the first sage of Boor.
Oh, is that our title? Oh, okay. Oh, great. So nice. Ouch, here we go.
I am the all-knowing god.
Oh, no, no, no. Ah! Oh, ah!
I will have order.
Oh.
Sharing my knowledge.
Kneel!
Rain cutter! All hail! Jumpy dumpy go! La la la! Yeah!
Okay, we're making some damage, but oh wait! Oh. Okay, okay. Oh, she. Okay. Wait, where? Oh, here. Ah!
Kneel!
Oh God. Okay. Ow! Ouch. Pain. Okay. I need a break. Okay.
Reality? Rise is pain!
Oh God. Oh no. I hate this. Okay.
Good riddance, cruel world.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Jumpy dumpy go!
Oh, come on. Oh,
Time to
come on. I hate this. Okay, why you do this to me?
Born of ice and frost. Blazing delight!
Go. Yeah. Let's go.
La la la!
Wait.
Ouch!
What? Oh God. Okay.
Your new god,
awakens.
Even bedrock can be turned to...
Oh no, oh no.
Now,
Oh no, ah! I'm so much confused. Okay. We gotta eat! Okay, we gotta eat. I'm so confused. Okay. Oh god. Okay.
Touching. No, my friend.
Oh shit. Oh ow. Oh god. Okay.
Stabilize.
Okay. Oh god. Ah. Oh god. Ow. Ouchie. Ah. Why are you so slow? Oh fuck. Okay. Oh, okay, nice, okay.
Rain outlines your fate.
Okay, ow! Okay, wait. Oh, god.
Gather.
Why so slow? Why so slow? Oh, okay. Ah!
Reality is pain.
Your pain! Okay. Okay.
Access denied.
Oh, why is it so slow, man?
Burn to oblivion.
Okay. Oh no! Oh god!
Stabilize.
Okay. Oh no! Ah! Where's that? Ah! There you are! Whee! No! Ouch! Hey! Why are we so slow? Huh?
Humans.
Oh no.
Filthy humans.
Oh no, is this gonna be another phase? Oh, what are you gonna do now, Nahida?
No. Wait. Please. Anything but the gnosis. That's mine. Don't even try. I'll never go back.
Not gonna miss you, buddy. Take care. Yeah, right. That fight does suck. The mechanics are very clunky.
We haven't yet found the answer to the most important mystery. Irminsul is still waiting to be saved. With the power of another Gnosis, we may now finally understand the last memory
Raiden's
of Greater
Gnosis,
Lord
right?
Rukkhadevata. This is... That's right. This is the last memory of my predecessor.
Oh, story time. Let's go. Oh, man. Well, okay. I hated that battle, but at least the cutscenes were worth it. I had my jaw dropping this whole time. Oh, Naida's so cute.
This sure seems very different from what Paimon imagined. Shouldn't Irminsul be in this realm of consciousness? Yes, That is our destination. But I didn't expect the remaining consciousness of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata to be as polluted as this.
Polluted? Surely. They did the thing they weren't supposed to do? Oh no.
Forbidden knowledge? It seems you know about a concept that even I don't completely understand.
Oh yeah, who had explained it to us?
Could you tell me what you know? Your inference seems logical enough.
Oh yeah, that's
Forbidden
right.
knowledge once polluted the desert thousands of years ago, but was
Actually, I
successfully
forgot who told us
repelled
that
thanks
already.
to King
It's been a
Deshret's
while.
self-sacrifice, and Greater Lord Rukkhadevata nearly exhausting her power. Then, a second instance of forbidden knowledge pollution occurred during the Conria Cataclysm 500 years ago. But I'm afraid it is much more serious this time, with Irminsul itself already in danger.
So, if we're in the remaining consciousness of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata, and it's also been affected by forbidden knowledge pollution, then does that mean, in order to save us, Greater Lord Rukkhadevata?
Yes. It's very possible that she sacrificed her life in the fight against forbidden knowledge. She didn't completely eradicate forbidden knowledge, but if it weren't for her actions, the pollution would have been far more rampant over these past 500 years. The way that everyone, including me, has forgotten everything about forbidden knowledge may very well be due to her restoration of Irminsul.
Oh no.
Aww. Do you feel sad, Nahida?
I'm just sharing her pain. The pollution of her consciousness here is severe.
Looks like we had to clean
There's
up by
madness,
fighting.
chaos, and pain all around us.
Oh,
Did she
man.
fight to resist the forbidden knowledge pollution in such terrible conditions, all the way up to her last breath? She even used her last remnant of lucid consciousness to leave a clue for us to follow.
The words, world, forget me. By clear you mean that?
Yes. Her words were distorted by forbidden knowledge, so that's all we could hear. But now, we have a chance to find the answer to this mystery.
Let's go.
We can cross the polluted consciousness until we found the right path to meet with her lucid consciousness. And then, we'll let Greater Lord Rukkhadevata tell us the truth in person.
I hope we can use it to save everybody.
Each of us need to be mindful of the state of our own consciousness while we are here.
Oh no.
Even with the Gnosis' protection, we must always keep a clear mind. Otherwise, we could go mad at any moment.
That's so scary.
Don't worry, it should be easy enough for you to keep that mind of yours clear, Paimon. Let's go.
Oh boy. Oh.
Are we in the air?
Oh, that's really cool.
That's the boat of consciousness, which symbolizes reason here. Its course is the direction our consciousness is traveling towards.
Wow. What are these? The monsters seem to have been affected by them.
Solidify.
Oh my gosh. Are you all buff? Oh my god. No, you're not all buff. You can't be all buff.
For Rex Lapis.
This is order.
No touching.
Wait, okay, cool. Oh no.
Stabilize. Order guide you.
No, my sword. Blaze over. Jumpy Dumpty go. Woo. Da da da. Woo. Ha.
you a verse.
Gather! This is order.
Oh, okay. Oh no, not these guys. Oh god, I hate it here.
Order guide you.
Born of ice and frost.
Okay, we're poisoned now. Poisoned. Classic. Classic Ricky and Naziment flying wolves. I can't even do anything about it.
Rain cutter.
Oh, and of course,
I will have order.
you still have a ton of stuff left.
Dumpy Dumpy go!
Oh my gosh! Lab! Hello, how are you?
This is long
You
overdue.
have caught me in the middle of a very intense
Rain
combat.
outlines your fate.
Order guide you.
Love, good to see you. How was your stream? For those of you who don't know me, I'm Jen. I don't stream very often anymore, but I'm currently playing Genshin. And recently I've yeah, I like playing single player games, so oh no. Why?
Good
to see you
have
too.
appeared in the sky!
Ouch. Ouchie, pain, pain. Good to see you too. I'm alright. Work has been pretty hectic the past few weeks. But, I get to take a week off work next week, so I'm excited. Hope you're having a good holiday season. And, for those of you who are... Oh!
La la la.
Oh god, okay. For those of you who are here, but you have to go to bed soon, no worries. I have to stream pretty late nowadays, so it's fair. But thank you for sending me to your group once again. I'm actually gonna give you a shout out. Oh no.
This is order.
Oh man, yeah. Oh god, I hate you. I hate you. Leave.
Rain outlines your fate.
Alright, okay. Well, we're still in the protection of no combat. I will give you a shout out really quick. If you have not followed my friend Leb, please do. You're an amazing streamer. Alright, anyways. Oh! Okay. Oh, great.
Rain cutter.
Solidify.
For Rex Lapis.
Ow, I am stuck. Very weird camera angles. Hello? How's Genshin? Oh, we just actually got past a very tough boss battle. I mean, I was still able to beat the boss, but it was still very tough.
No, my soul.
We're here now, just doing very tough combat. I think we're finishing the story.
All hail.
The main story of the newest region, so I am excited to finally get that over with.
Witness the
Oh
power
my
of the
god,
wild.
okay.
No touching.
What the hell is going on? Okay, as you can tell, I can't focus too much on talking right now because there's
I will
tons of
have order.
combat going on here.
Rain outlines your fate. Access denied.
Wow, ouch.
Rain cutter. Blaze over.
Dumpy Dumpy go!
Ow.
Order guide you.
control the boat of consciousness, we need to find the helm first.
Okay. Cool. I can... Okay. So hopefully this will let me heal naturally. Oh. But yeah, it's wild. It's very wild right now. In here? Wait, no. Where are we going? Where are we going? Oh! Silly you. Okay. Alright. Let's get ready to steer this flying ship.
We changed direction. Are we still going the right way, Nahida?
Mm-hmm. Judging from the current route, the boat of consciousness will soon take us out of here.
Oh no, are we gonna have to fight monsters? Oh. Oh? What is that? This is really cool though, I have to admit. Like, I feel like Genshin has done an amazing job with their implementation of boats so far.
We'll be arriving
flying
at our
ship's just
destination
a
soon. How
cherry
are
on
you feeling?
top.
Are your minds still intact?
Some strange thoughts came from time to time, but I seem to be okay now. I mean, I guess. We beat
Everything's
the
been completely
Baladia,
normal for
right?
Paimon.
That's the important part.
Hopefully there won't be any more interruptions. This time, we should be able to meet Greater Lord Rukkhadevata.
Oh,
Are you saying
yeah.
you've never met Greater Lord Rukkhadevata before?
Alright.
It
Let's
seems
go.
that my birth and her death took place at the same time. Otherwise, I think she would have given me a little more guidance, and I could have done a better job.
Hey, you've done a great job, Nahida. Let's get out of this creepy place and go meet her.
I mean, we're still in the creepy place, Paimon. This thing ain't going fast. That's so cool, though. A flying ship. I feel like I want to be on the flying ship now.
So, is this the place you were talking
Whoa!
about? The base of Irminsul?
Oh, hi. Okay. We gotta... A screenshot. Can we? I wish I could... Oh, okay, yeah. I wish I could, like, take a picture at the top, but... mainly to an unintentional... panty pick. So, I think this is a good... Okay. Oh god. Hello. Cool. Cool! Alright, let's do this. That's so cool. Oh! I love the wind. I love how our little capes are blowing. Oh, this is cool. Okay. Lab, thank you for the raid. Have a good night.
This is the place.
And for those of you going to bed right now as well, have a good night. Same place as my memories.
We're here to find Greater Lord Rukkhadevata, right? But the one standing over there is...
Is that... me? She looks exactly like me.
Oh?
Are you Greater Lord Rukkhadevata?
Yes, that's me. Are you surprised by my appearance?
Whoa! Are we twins? The two of you look exactly the same.
Irminsul and the surrounding lands have been reproduced here as they were years ago.
but this is just a realm of consciousness. We are manifestations of the same nature, hence why we would appear exactly the same.
We're of the same nature? Why?
Because you are me, and I am you. You are me in the new samsara.
The new samsara?
You know, they did mention this earlier in the story, so I
Greater
guess
Lord
it makes sense.
Rukkhadevata,
But I was not
I'm the
expecting her to
avatar
be
of
the
Irminsul,
exact same look.
And you are the purest branch snapped from Irminsul. Imagine it this way. Even if a tree dies, its branches will eventually take root and grow, continuing the tree's life in another form. I'm merely the remaining consciousness of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. The real me has presumably died a long time ago. Judging from your appearance, I've probably been dead for 500 years. But you're finally here. My new self in the samsara.
So this is the connection between you two, Lesser Lord Kusanali and Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. I can't believe I actually said that correctly.
If this is true, then am I going to be a great Archon like you someday?
Though we share the same nature, our fates are bound to be different. All things have their own fate. When a branch grows into a mature tree, it won't be the same as the original tree.
That's why fate is the ultimate knowledge, isn't it?
That's a great insight. Yes, very good.
Aww.
It's also precisely why you won't become like
It's
me.
like we're in a classroom.
Really?
But perhaps you may become an even greater Archon than I. I already see a determination in you that I didn't possess in my time, and the future that it leads you to will be yours alone. Along with the blessings from your past experiences. Don't worry. The growth of wisdom is like that of a plant. You only need to wait quietly for the flower to bloom.
Oh yeah, that's our best girl. She's definitely be a great Archon no matter what, and no one can bring her down otherwise.
Come to think of it, the sages never had the faintest inkling of the meaning of wisdom.
Thank you. Nothing makes me happier than discovering that the Archon I always admired was in fact myself in another fate. It's so nice to speak with you, Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. I've always wanted to meet you.
Aww.
The feeling is mutual. From the moment I snapped the branch off Irminsul and created you, I've also looked forward to talking with you.
So, what are we
Could you
gonna do
tell
about
me
Irminsul being
why
sick?
you wanted to create me? And what exactly happened when you died?
Ah, I see. You're here seeking answers, right? Everything that day, even the sky itself, changed into a color like this.
Conria.
At that time,
Darn you,
the seven were
Conria.
all summoned to the nation of Conria. Except for me. I had a more important task to attend to. I had to protect Irminsul. The disaster occurred together with the pollution of forbidden knowledge. At that very moment, with my consciousness connected to Irminsul, I sensed something was wrong. The pain started to torment my mind. By the time I reached Irminsul, it was already displaying signs of corruption. Had I not repelled the pollution of forbidden knowledge with King Deshret thousands of years ago, I might have felt even more hopeless and lost.
So what exactly is forbidden knowledge?
It's a kind of knowledge that doesn't belong to this world, and a form of truth that can't be understood. It came from the very bottom of the abyss.
Damn
I
you!
could never understand
Damn you,
it.
Biz Majors!
The world is constantly rejecting it, leading to all kinds of bad phenomena. If we allow forbidden knowledge to pollute Irminsul,
I'm afraid the entirety of Tevat could fall apart.
So, there's knowledge that even the God of Wisdom can't understand?
At that time, I knew I couldn't repel the forbidden knowledge with my strength alone. Which is why I created a device that compiled human wisdom and named it the Akasha.
It's truly the world's most amazing invention.
Thank you. For a long time, I thought dreams were the fruit of human wisdom. Though it was selfish to do so, I borrowed people's dreams using the Akasha. Then I compiled their wisdom and all of my own power.
Well, did it work?
Paimon, shh! She's telling a story.
Thanks to the wisdom of the people of Sumeru, almost all the forbidden knowledge was cleared from Irminsul. But things didn't go as smoothly as I thought. I had a terrible headache, which gave me an uneasy feeling. And then I remembered that my consciousness was also connected with Irminsul. It brought me knowledge and wisdom, but vile corruption as well. From the very beginning, my existence had been polluted by the forbidden knowledge.
Oh no. How could that happen?
I've experienced that pain in your consciousness. It must have been a horrible experience.
Yes, but my feelings weren't important. The important thing was that...
Huh?
Even if I died, my existence and everything related to me would continue to exist in Irminsul as memories and knowledge, meaning that the forbidden knowledge couldn't ever be permanently eradicated. And there's no way for me to eliminate myself. It would be a sort of paradox. So, I took the purest branch of Irminsul as my incarnation in the next samsara, and left a trail of clues, all in hopes that you would come here and remove me and my pollution from Irminsul forever.
Wait,
Does that mean
no, I can't.
we have to kill her? Oh no.
So you realize what that implies. You are very smart indeed. Irminsul has all the knowledge and memories of this world. And as you've realized just now, removing me from Irminsul means I essentially will never have existed in this world. But this is the only way to save Irminsul.
People love you so much, and they've missed you so much over the past 500 years. I am exactly the same. So how can we just forget you like this? Is there really no other way? There must be something else I can do.
You're the god of wisdom, Booer. You should know that there is no other way.
But this is so cruel. I don't want to forget you.
Nahida, you're gonna make me cry.
No need to feel so sad, Booer. As someone who delights in wisdom, you should feel joy at finally finding the answer. These are the words in their entirety. The answer you've been seeking all along. Let the world completely forget me.
Oh
We all
man.
nestle under the great tree of wisdom,
Yeah.
peering
Yeah,
out to
her
perceive
voice
the
actor
world.
was really good.
From the earth and from the rain, we perceive its wonders, until we become a white bird to perch atop a branch, and finally snap off the most important leaf.
Aww.
Once upon a time, I alone dreamed in this world. In my dreams, everybody would also dream after they fell asleep. Wild and wonderful thoughts would emerge from their minds. Some tumbled to the ground, and others floated to the sky, connecting all things in the world into one dazzling net. Among a plethora of worlds were numerous smaller worlds, all of fate, finding within the tapestry their brilliant glow. I gradually understood that these indescribable and constantly changing things are the most profound things in the world. Only they can completely repel the madness. Only dreams can awaken consciousness from the deepest darkness.
So wait, how
I'm
did
the one
her?
who posed
How
this
did she get
question,
connected to Irminsul in the
yet
first
also
place?
the one who sought a solution. Saving the world with the dreams of the people used to be my answer. And now, you've also found your own answer, and I shall return all the dreams to the people.
Oh, nice! We cured her.
Goodbye,
We cured her.
people of Sumeru.
She always had the
May
connection.
you be blessed tonight with the sweetest of dreams.
Wait, so does that mean Nahida's connected to Irminsul now? And she could be in danger of the same thing? If, like, forbidden knowledge came by again? Cause I don't want that to happen to our best girl! No! We gotta protect Nahida! She's such a precious girl. Oh, also, this is very late, but thank you for the new follow. I don't have my follow alerts on because of past experience, past incidents, but thank you for the follow. Welcome to the planet. Are you alright, Nahida? Okay, she just purged the forbidden knowledge by purging. Okay, so, there's no chance of there's no chance of forbidden knowledge coming by again, right? Nahida's will be fine. We're all good. Okay.
I'm alright. I'm just a
Oh
little
no,
confused.
she sounds like she's crying still. What are you confused about?
We've just saved the world, right? So what?
Trish, we gotta believe. We have to protect Nahida. Oh no. Oh no.
I don't know where this feeling inside of me is coming from. But I feel very sad.
She already forgot her. Oh.
Just now, we used the power of two gnosis to successfully connect with the Irminsul consciousness from 500 years ago. Then, we removed the remaining pollution from Irminsul.
Okay, one. I'm guessing since we have Raiden's gnosis right now, are we gonna return it back to her? And two. Holy heck. We still know stuff because we're the traveler? Oh man, we are too OP for this world.
Yeah, what's wrong? Weren't you there just now?
Paimon doesn't. Paimon forgot too? So everyone in the world forgot about Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. Should I tell them the truth? Or is the truth we have now the forbidden knowledge? Oh no. What a paradox. I don't want to carry this burden by myself. Oh no. Uh-oh. What's going on now? What's that sound? I feel super sleep. Oh no, this is not good. Nahida? Oh no. Uh-oh. Do we have the forbidden knowledge now? Are we gonna get corrupted?
Huh? That sound. Traveler, Paimon.
Uh-oh. Did we doom ourselves?
I've been waiting here far too long. But
Oh,
finally I have
no.
the chance to be alone with you. All the precious time I wasted has finally paid off.
The doctor. What have you done?
Just a type of sound wave that can quickly put defenseless people into a dream. As I expected, it doesn't have any effect on gods. This is the only thing of interest I found among the sage's research. I thought I'd take it for a little spin.
Oh, he's gonna take the
Don't
noses,
worry.
aren't
I know
isn't
you would
he?
never forgive me if I actually killed them. I'm here to
God damn it.
negotiate with you. Naturally, I won't do anything dangerous that could potentially damage our relationship.
I knew it was too good to be
Negotiate
true!
with me? I heard you had already left Sumeru. Why are you here again now?
I left Sumeru, but I also stayed in Sumeru. Even the god of wisdom is restricted by the habits of cognition. How disappointing.
He's gonna take our noses away!
There are many different versions of you in this world.
An astute guess. Even the same individual will have different cognitions at different ages. A long time ago, I made a major decision in hopes of preserving all my perspectives of how I observed the world. Observation is the first step of any experiment, but observing the current world doesn't satisfy me. It lacks an important dimension, that of time. So I saved segments of all my ages and made them into independent individuals. That's all there is to it.
Multiple
Indulge me.
clones of a
How does the god of
Fatui.
wisdom find my method of seeking knowledge?
I'm not a fan of this.
It's an insult to the very concept of life. Life inherently has many rules and restrictions, each with its own significance and reason to exist. They can't be broken on a whim.
Good. Amazing, even.
I hate this already.
Indeed, it's difficult
Can
for
you shut up?
humans to make peace with themselves, not to mention oneself from a different period.
Since you were in the academia, why wait until now to show up? You could very well have stopped us and helped that fake god.
Simple. Let me ask you this. Would any staff member ever help the subject in the middle of an experiment? It was my experiment. So why should I interfere with the results?
The academia saw the plan to create a god as their ultimate goal, yet you only saw it as an ordinary experiment. You really are crazy. If the experiment succeeded, you would have had a new god on your hands. How would you have faced your own god then? Would you still take the same stance? Would you still hold the same view of yourself?
I'm first and foremost a scholar. These results should be left to the judgment of the hypothetical me confronted with that outcome. But you're right. And that's exactly why I'm disappointed with the conclusion of this experiment.
As an individual, you don't have any sense of belonging. You seem to have even fewer convictions than a typical scholar.
Oh no, I certainly have my own convictions. They just don't fit your standards, that's all. All right, that's enough conversation for today. The experiment is over, and it's time to tidy up the equipment and reclaim any useful materials. For example, the Gnosis.
Who could have seen this coming?
Lesser Lord Kusanali, you're an intelligent Archon. I'm sure you understand the disparity in our combat abilities at this time. Besides, you have no way to use that electro-gnosis in battle.
Of course, Raiden
Didn't
won't
you
give him
say you were
Gnosis
here
back.
to negotiate with me? Somehow, it's starting to seem like you intend to take it by force now.
I'm merely stating a fact. After all, I'm also a scholar. Naturally, I hope to show proper respect and dignity to the God of Wisdom.
Your hypocrisy is built on absolute confidence. I understand your scheme, but... what if I were to destroy the Gnosis now and awaken the heavenly principles?
Awaken the heavenly principles?
What are you gonna do, Nahida?
Do you think that's really possible?
The heavenly principles have been silent for many years, but the Gnosis are symbols of their control over Teyvat and all the laws. Will the destruction of a Gnosis attract the attention of the heavenly principles? And if so, how do the Fatui plan to deal with the consequences? Do you dare to gamble such a possibility with me?
Oh shit. Nahida's getting
Gamble?
serious.
How surprising. I thought you would show evidence or use rigorous reasoning to prove your point. The word gamble is the last thing I expected to hear from the God of Wisdom. But this is a clever move. You must have seen through me when I first captured your consciousness. As a scholar, I respect all possibilities. This has always been my principle and is an essential trait as an experimenter. Indeed, I can't ignore this possibility. So tell me then, what are your conditions?
This foreign Gnosis will only lead to disaster if it stays in Sumeru. But this Electro-Gnosis is the prize I obtained after defeating one of your fellow Harbingers. Now, as the one who initiated this cascade of events, shouldn't you pay the corresponding price?
Price? Interesting. What price would you have me pay?
How about erasing all your other segments?
So this is how you wish to restrict me, the most threatening opponent of the Nation of Wisdom. What you request of me is like plucking out the eyes I have placed in the dimension of time. Segments are extraordinarily difficult to make. They require extremely rare resources and enormous amounts of time and effort, requiring me to destroy them all here and now. Bravo. A suitably wise decision on your part. Yes, how very interesting. Can I assume that you have long been wary of me?
Who hasn't?
Among all the versions of me, this segment you see now is the most selfish. If it weren't me, your idea wouldn't have worked. What did you see when you were imprisoned? You were observing me, and that's how you know I've long grown tired of their doubts and endless arguments.
Like you said, it's difficult to make peace with yourself. Being as smart as you are, have you managed to do that?
I see. If you think all those versions of me are worth a gnosis, then deal.
You sure didn't hesitate much. Is the relationship between all the versions of you really that bad?
I don't think there's any need to dwell on that. The surplus versions of me can be exchanged for a gnosis. Do you think anyone can offer themselves at a higher price? Besides, with my abilities, it's only a matter of time until I find better perspectives. Perhaps it's best to say, you're just temporarily ahead. But what I'd like to know is, how can you be sure that I've really erased them?
I can see your remaining honesty.
Huh? Oh dear. I don't like how this is going.
What a ridiculous decision! You can't be serious!
How could I have been so
short-sighted?
You think this is the end? I'll have my revenge!
You'll make
Good
this
riddance.
moment count.
You will regret this!
Well, have you confirmed that it's complete?
Here, take it. The future of Sumeru City will be in my hands alone. I will shut down the Akasha and let curiosity and the thirst for knowledge drive the realm of academics once again. There won't be any further gaps for you to exploit.
It truly pains me that my academic achievements have never been appreciated in my homeland. Of course, I have no interest in being rejected by this city for a third time. Another chess piece. And where is your dendronosis?
Don't be greedy, Harbinger of Snezhnaya.
No, this is a different transaction. If you intend to turn off the Akasha anyway, then there's no further use for the Gnosis of Sumeru, is there? Besides,
I knew he wasn't gonna stop
isn't
there.
it the Archon's duty to deliver what's desired of the Seeker? Oh, judging from your expression, you don't seem to find the idea very agreeable.
Oh no, not
Then
the
let's
forbidden
think of it
knowledge.
this way.
It's forbidden
Since
knowledge.
you're the god of wisdom,
Oh no.
how about I exchange some knowledge with you?
Oh heck
People
no.
exchanging knowledge with the God of Wisdom is the stuff of legends. Yet here you wish to exchange knowledge for the God of Wisdom's property. Arrogant as that is, it has piqued my interest.
Uh-oh. I don't like where this is
Let
going.
me ask you, have you in all your mighty knowledge ever heard the rumor that the skies of Tevat are fake?
Huh?
That's the secret hidden by Irminsul concerning the truth
No,
of this
it's the
world.
forbidden knowledge. Oh no. Nahida.
Once I
Don't
finish
give
telling
in.
you about this, it will be time for me to say goodbye. With negotiations, we've all gotten what we wanted. I'm very glad I got to meet you like this.
Your arrogance may know no bounds, and convictions may mean nothing to you. But I'll still listen to what you have to say.
Oh god. Oh no. I hate this. Oh, Nahida had the same struggles. Several days later? What the heck is this? No! Why you do this to me, game? Come on! We just rescued our best girl. We just helped her save the world. We just helped her beat a big boss, and now you're treating us like this. Oh, God, God, no. I can't with this game. I really can't. Of course, the game would be stuck in several days later. Oh man, I am anxious now. What is that?
Together! Okay, wake her up.
Hmm?
Are you awake? Kali says it's time for breakfast. Come on, get up!
Wait. Are we back at the that first area we were at?
Good morning! How are you feeling today?
Pretty good. So we're gonna pretend that nothing happened? Okay.
Good to hear. It looks like we've recovered pretty well. Not even Tainari could stop us from going out now, right?
That's right, but why are we here? On that day we lost consciousness in battle. Where we woke up, we found ourselves in Gandaraville. The Tignari and Kale were looking after us. I heard it was Sino who brought us here. Tignari complained that Sino was always sending people to him, but he has taken great care of us. After completely exhausting ourselves, we had a good rest here. After a few days, we finally recovered enough to be able to go back out. Okay, so are we just recapping to ourselves what happened and we're just gonna... So it's just down to us to know what just... Okay, okay. That whole conversation with Nahida and the doctor, that was like watching very intense game of chess. Holy heck. For what Tagnari and Kalea said, the Akasha has been turned out completely, and the people of Sumeru will no longer rely on it. Such a big change will certainly affect people's lives, but it would definitely be a good thing.
Come on, Traveler, let's go.
Alright, let's go. Where? Oh! Okay. Okay, at some point we gotta change our, We gotta switch to Dendro Traveler at some point.
Good morning. Looks like you're awake.
Yes, I am awake. Good morning, Kalei.
I prepared some breakfast today.
Oh,
Please have a
that
taste.
looks yummy.
I hope you like it. It's nice to have you here so we can eat something yummy. Well, now that I've recovered from Elazar, I'm feeling better than
She's
ever.
cute too,
I
that's
can even prepare
right.
4 or 5 meals
Oh,
a day
nice.
now.
Everyone
And
is
the bits are all delicious.
having a happy ending now. But I'm still worried about Nahida.
Oh, by the way, someone brought a letter for you after you went to sleep last night.
Paimon hasn't already read it?
Nope. Paimon wanted to read the letter with you after you woke up, so Paimon didn't open it. All right, let's read it now. Oh, it's from Nilu.
Aww.
We're going to hold a feast at the Grand Bazaar and celebrate Sino's reinstatement as the General Mahamatra. As heroes of Sumeru, please be sure to attend. I'll wait for you. The date of the banquet is written on the back. It's in 2 days. Oh, I've also
Time for
heard
more
that
time
you've become
traveling.
heroes here as well. That's amazing.
We were just doing a part. Yeah, it was nothing really special. It was the Dendro Archon all along. She was the main star of the show.
Sometimes I'm really envious of strong and confident people like you.
But you're amazing too, Kalei. Don't underestimate yourself.
Oh, you're embarrassing me. Anyway, let's go to the Grand
How
Bazaar
would
and have a
Amber
look.
react to that? Let's be honest
Before
here.
you leave, be sure to inform Master Tainari.
Okay.
Yesterday, a total of 5 dusk birds.
Tagnari.
Tainari!
Good morning. How do you feel today?
We feel much better. How about you?
How's your wound?
I'm recovering well. Thanks for asking.
But from the looks of it, you seem to be already busy with work again.
It's fine. I'm not that busy, really. The Elazar patients have recovered, as well as Hypatia. For now, I only need to tend to my Forest Watcher duties.
It seems once Irminsul started getting better, everything else started to recover too.
Yes, but there are still some residual effects. The withering is one example. Though it won't spread anymore, the existing zones won't just disappear. We forest rangers will still need to do the work.
Oh yeah, that's true. We haven't touched any withering zones in ages. I appreciate that's a lot to ask. Oops, sorry. I don't know why I
By
did
the
that.
way, we have some good news. Sino got his position back.
This news is hardly new. He had already mentioned it to me before.
Huh? You mean he was already here? Why didn't he come to say hi to us?
What do you think,
He
Paimon?
visited once, but he was afraid of disturbing you while you were resting. He just asked me a few questions and left.
Then you probably already know all about the celebration feast.
Celebration feast? No, I haven't heard anything about that.
Huh? But didn't Nilu say in her letter that they would celebrate Sino? He didn't tell you?
Perhaps, or alternatively, he doesn't know about it
It's
either.
a surprise party!
Come to think of it, Sino doesn't seem like the type who'd enjoy a celebration feast.
Yeah, it's a surprise party. For sure.
You and Kale are both Sino's close friends. Why don't you come to the feast with us?
Kala has taken over some of my tasks these days. I don't think she'll have time for it. Not to mention me. You see, some VIPs have come to the forest recently.
Oh.
VIPs? Very important Paimons?
Paimon, please.
Well, technically
please don't be
speaking,
that
they are former
self-centered.
VIPs. The sages involved in recent incidents have begun their training in the Avidya forest, and the people they had previously imprisoned have all been released.
Huh?
Is your master alright?
Yes, he's a little weak, but he isn't injured and his condition is stable. Lesser Lord Kusanali, in her boundless mercy, has decided to spare Azar and the other wrongdoers. Supposedly, they were ashamed of their shallow ideologies and have decided to dedicate the rest of their lives to cultivating wisdom in the Avidya forest. When they learned that Lesser Lord Kusanali had defeated the Balladeer and saved Irminsul, they were shocked at first, but also became happy, feeling that the sacred light guiding them on the path of discovering wisdom had begun to shine once again. As a result, work has increased for the forest rangers.
Ah,
That sounds
darn
really
sages.
exhausting.
Always inconveniencing
There's nothing
people.
we can do, really. But that's another topic. Back to the matter at hand. Are you two planning to head out?
Ah, right! We're here to request permission to head out. Would that be okay?
You've recovered well. You may go, but be careful.
Thanks, Tignari. You're the best.
Yay! Will do!
We can't do anything without you. Okay, go to the Grand Bazaar. Okay. Oh, heck, look at these achievements. Oh, 3 achievements. Yeah, that whole fight was just super confusing to me. I don't understand it. But you know what? It's totally fine. Okay, actually, let's stop by the statue really quick. I really want to see what Dendro Traveler looks like. Probably gotta power up too, but okay. We gotta and for Ganyu, thank you so much for your help. Don't know what we would have done without you.
There's still a long road ahead.
Also, before we
Gonna journey without a good
switch level up weapons. Okay, we don't. Okay, we don't have. Okay, we don't have enough to unlock the Six Constellation. That's fine.
to accompany me.
Statue's blessing. Everyone's healed. Okay, how many, oh, okay. Not that much. And then... Resonate with Dendro. Oh, I got a trophy. I'm green now. I was purple and now I'm green. Oh, cool. We can still reference. Okay. Okay. Oh yeah, she's crap right now. Okay. Let's see what her attacks are.
Propagate!
Oh, there's no way I can see elemental burst right now, huh? Okay, that sucks. Well, I guess I'll just read what the talent is then. Raise a glass blade, the joy kind. Surgent manifestation. Calling upon them, you create Lotus Land. Good changes, Hydro. One time. Okay. Okay. Well, the razor grass blade looks cool. Yay! I have a another Dendro character now. Okay, I'm gonna switch back to Jean.
We may leave at any time.
I miss our healing captain. Alright. Now that that's done, we're gonna go back. Let's travel to this one. But man, I feel like we're getting close to the end here. Yeah, it really feels like the story's concluding soon, and I'm happy everyone's getting a good ending. Maybe having no Akasha will make this more agreeable for everyone. Of course, I had to take the most difficult route. Are you serious? I did take the most difficult route? Oh, hello everyone.
Well, there won't be any problems if the feast starts at that time. Everything has
No
already been
one's wearing
prepared.
their Akasha terminals anymore.
Mr. Zubair, I
So
finished telling
weird.
things up here. Well, except for the guests.
Is a simple reply really that much to ask of our guests? It's affecting our arrangements.
Oh, it'll be fine. Besides, it never hurts to get things ready in advance.
I was thinking the same thing. The feast will be held sooner or later, right?
Hey, Nilu!
Traveler, Paimon.
We got your letters, so here we are!
You're the best. The other guests haven't even replied yet.
Huh? Are we the only ones that have arrived?
Yeah, I had someone deliver letters to all of our guests. But maybe everyone is still busy with other things.
Look, I get it. Sumeru is in an extremely important period of transition right now, but even if your friends are important figures, they shouldn't just ignore your request like this. Nilu is Sumeru's #1 celebrity after all.
Yeah, you're right. You are right. You are right.
You have no idea how happy I am to talk to people with good taste.
If you consider enjoying Nilu's dances having good taste, then almost everybody has good taste.
She has a point.
Because Paimon thinks everybody will love her performance.
That's right. We all think she's amazing too. Nilu is an absolute favorite among those of us who frequent the Grand Bazaar. For Outlanders, you have a great eye. Master Zubair, let's have a vote for the most outstanding audience members next time. I think these two may win.
Nonsense. It is not for us to determine the value of an
What
audience.
is this conversation?
But indeed, we could try giving gifts to people with particularly good taste. I heard there's a device in Fontaine called a camera that can record people's appearances as pictures. Such pictures would make superb
I'm
gifts.
gonna pretend I don't have a camera with
good
me right
idea.
now, so...
I wonder where we can find one.
Oh, don't look at me. Don't look at me.
I don't want you giving pictures of me to everyone. I'm satisfied just being able to perform here.
Well said, Neela, well said.
At the Grand Bazaar.
Yeah, and that's why I love it here. Traveler and Paimon, could you help confirm if the letters were actually delivered?
Sure.
If for some reason they didn't receive the letters, then please tell everyone that there will be a feast here.
Okay, we'll go around and check.
Yeah, we can also check out how everything in Sumeru is going now.
You know where they are?
When I wrote the letters, I heard that Dia was in Port
Oh,
Ormos.
yeah.
And
We
Alhaitham was at the
get to
Academia.
meet Husbando.
As for Sino, we've only heard that he appears at the Academia from time to time. I'm not too sure about Rahman's whereabouts. My guess is that he's with Dia. As for Dunyarzad, I just hope she's feeling better. I sent her a letter, but I was afraid of disturbing her. If you have time, please ask about her for me.
Okay, got it. Let's go, Traveler.
Let's go. Oh, that's a lot of people we gotta meet. Oh, of course, the game chooses who we should talk to first. Okay. Okay, I see. I see. I see what's going on here. Dang, this is such a long-winded way to get up here. Alright, who can we ask around here?
We haven't seen Alhaitham anywhere. Let's ask that person over there. Hey there, have you seen Alhaitham around?
Yes, it seems Scribe Alhaitham has gone to the House of Dana. You should be able to find him there. But you're already the second group of people I've seen looking for him today. He must be quite the busy man.
Oh? Who else was looking for him?
Mr. Cave was just here asking about him. You wouldn't believe how terrible their relationship is. And now you two are here. Don't tell me everyone's here looking for gossip about the sages.
Why? They're not even worth talking about.
No way! We're strictly here on business.
Ah, I see. Sorry, I thought maybe everyone's as interested in rumors about the sages as I am.
Okay, Jeff, you're on your own. I am starting to get sleepy. So I don't know how long I'll keep streaming and playing. But hopefully we can get to Sino's feast at least, because there's a build-up going on right now. And the last time I stopped at a bit of a build-up, didn't go well, because no one was there to watch me rescue the best girl, so... Okay, let's go. Here, right? Husbando would be here, right?
Alhaitham should be around here somewhere, right?
Who's that?
He's over there! But it looks like he might not have time for us.
Who is
Just
that?
put down that worthless book and tell me what happened in the Academia.
Who are you?
This is not just some worthless book. Do you have any idea how difficult it is to find a physical book like this in Sumeru?
It doesn't matter. It's probably just another thing that you used your authority to get your hands on
Who are
anyway.
you?
Just put it aside. Listen, I came back today only to hear that the sages have disappeared.
Oh, you sound surprised. I thought you would already know the inside story.
Would I be here asking you if I knew? You're the scribe, not me. So just tell me what you know already.
Well, I almost became a sage.
Huh?
Oh, don't sound too surprised now. You're the renowned Kaveh, light of the Ksharawar. Besides, as a master builder and craftsman, chances are you'll be appointed as a sage too.
Why do I feel like you don't really mean it?
Huh. What makes you say that? Why would you question my heartfelt sincerity?
Wow.
Maybe it's because you've never said
I don't
anything
think he's
good
been
about
this
me
savage
before.
with us before.
Yeah, well, I share a similar sentiment. And anyone who knows you as well as I do would surely do the same.
Oh, you... See? This is why I hate discussing anything with you. Your ridiculous and arrogant attitude always gets in the way.
It seems that you really can't stand my personality.
Ha! What was your first clue?
Well, then you might as well move out of my house.
Are you threatening me? Stooping to a new low, I see. Ugh, and don't change the subject. You, a sage? What a joke. The academia might as well just close tomorrow.
Are they having a fight?
Let's see how this plays out. I feel like we should try to stop them.
Forget what's going on with the academia. Haven't you been busy with your construction project? Tell me, when are you going to build yourself a mansion?
Don't get me started.
Is this...
I get angry just thinking about it.
So,
his hobby
what
picking
great
fights?
building did our
What's
master
going on?
architect work on this time?
Like I need to tell you. Keep your nose out of my business.
No,
I can't believe he's
I
going
think
to be
we
a
deserve to
playable
know.
character. I'm not sure
Where
how
were
I feel
you when
about this new
Sumeru
guy
needed you
yet.
most?
I was in the desert for a large project, but considering Haravatat's utter ignorance of architectural and aesthetic matters, you probably wouldn't understand. Which is truly unfortunate. I can only pity the man who doesn't understand the first thing about beauty and romance. Unlike a true... hold on, wait a second. What do you mean by when Sumeru needed me most?
Well, while you were out fiddling around in the desert, many people came together to save Sumeru from a crisis.
Ha! And you think I'd believe that?
Look, all you really need to know is that Azar and all his accomplices have all been overthrown.
Huh? What nonsense are you talking about?
It's no skin off my nose if you don't believe me. It's not like my Darshan was the one trying to apply for funding from the Grand Sage. Yours, though, on the other hand...
You know what? I'll ask around. I'm sure someone knows what's going on here. You're dead if I find out you're lying to me.
This was a long argument. Can we talk to you now? Hi! Hi, Espada!
Hey, Alhaitham!
Oh, it's you two. What's the matter?
We're running some errands for Nilu. Have you received her letter?
Letter?
Nilu said she sent out a letter inviting everyone to a celebration feast in 2 days at the Grand Bazaar. We'll also be celebrating Zaino's reinstatement as General Mahamatra.
Oh, okay. I forgot
If
those
she
two
addressed the
are
letter
to
to Alhaitham of the Academia, then the letter should have gone to my office. I've been busy these days, so I haven't had time to check for any new mail at my office. I only now have some free time to attend to personal matters.
Have you always been so busy with your work?
Of course not. I'm only busy these days because several sages have been dismissed recently and the whole academia was practically turned upside down.
Kainari told us they all went to train in the Avidia Forest. Apparently they will spend the rest of their lives there.
That is already the best possible ending for the likes of them. 4 of the 6 great sages were possessed by their desire for power and attempted to create a new god. In order to pull it off, they even imprisoned the other 2 rational sages. To imagine such things could take place in the academia. I don't know where to begin.
Well, you sound pretty powerful.
Yeah, you're right. Huh. Feels kind of strange to hear them called that after all this time. But then again, the 6 great schools sounded pretty impressive too.
Yes, at least that's how they're supposed to sound. It's said that when the academia was first founded, the Dendro Archon herself established the 6 great schools, each representing one of the 6 different types of wisdom. Numerous Darshans have sprung up and faded. Only the 6 Darshans attaching themselves to the 6 great schools have stood the test of time and obtained permanent seats in the academia. Now, the 6 Darshans are nearly synonymous with the 6 great schools, and the leaders selected for the schools are the 6 great sages. Among the 6 great sages, there is one central leader, the Grand Sage. Unfortunately, only the sages from Vahumana and Amorta remain now. They were imprisoned for opposing Azar and were only rescued after Azar's downfall.
So who's managing things in the other 4 schools now? Do they need to find someone new?
Yes. Normally, new sages are selected based on a strict set of criteria.
Oh, didn't you just say something about becoming a sage? If they pick you, then we'd have a huge connection in Sumeru.
She has a point.
Yes,
Versus
about
Mondo
that.
with all the connections.
You didn't let me finish my sentence. The person in charge of personnel affairs nominated me to be the Grand Sage in place of Azar and help Lesser Lord Kusanali manage the academia. But I refused.
Oh, of course. Classic.
Why? Ugh, can't you be a little more ambitious?
I'm not even interested in being one of the 6 great sages. Like I said before, I don't like being a leader.
Oh, all right. So are you busy these days trying to find others to take the job?
That's not my job either. I'm only responsible for handling important affairs within the academia before the new sages take office.
Oh, you're leading. You're a natural born leader. That's Bondo. Don't even lie to yourself.
And the first thing I'll do is reject Kasharawar's application for funding.
By the way, who was that other person just now? Is he your friend?
Do we look like friends?
Paimon doesn't know. That's why Paimon's asking.
His name is Kaveh, my roommate. You could say he's the representative for Ksharawar scholars.
He didn't seem to believe a word you said told him. He seems like he's in his head too.
Which is exactly why he always has so many problems.
So everything that's happened recently must be a huge change for the people of Sumeru.
Thanks for your hard work these days.
Such is the work of the Academia Scribe.
Well, anyway, no matter how busy you are, since you are our planner, remember to attend the celebration feast in 2 days.
All right. I'll see you there.
Thank you, Husbando. You are special. Okay, let's go to Port Ormos next. Still got several waypoints we need to unlock. But... Oh, Alex! I didn't see you come in. You missed all the action. Or maybe you were just lurking. But we did it. We rescued Nahida. Beat that evil god and saved the day. Now we're just trying to invite people to a party. A surprise party. You were asleep? Sounded like you needed it anyways. But hey, at least I'm not having bad internet connections this time. So you can't make fun of me. And you can't compare my internet connection to your internet connection either. Here we go.
This is Port Ormos. Now where could...
Paimon?
Is that Paimon I hear?
Daddy!
It's been a while. How are you doing?
Oh, you're looking so much better now. You're feeling so much better now. You're sounding so much better now. I'm so happy for you.
I'm doing well. I can go as far as saying I have never been happier in my entire life. I don't know if you've heard, but Elazar has completely disappeared, and all the patients have recovered.
Woo!
You kidding?
We saved the
Knowing
day.
them and the connections they've got, I'm sure they've heard about it.
Didn't expect to see you here.
That's right. My lady is feeling better now, so I'm accompanying her for a walk.
Why do you still call me that, Dia? You've already informed my father of your resignation.
I guess I'm just used to calling you my lady. Old habits die hard.
Man, I keep forgetting.
You mean you're quitting?
I keep forgetting she's,
Yeah, I might start losing my edge if I keep being a bodyguard for the Homayanis.
You know that my parents and I are fond of you, and that we appreciate you very much. It wouldn't be a problem if you wish to continue to be our bodyguard.
I'm not a woman that's easily persuaded. You should know that by now, my lady. When I took this job, I had already decided that I'd quit as soon as you'd recovered. It's time for me to get back out there and chase that horizon.
So what are you gonna do now if you're not gonna be a bodyguard anymore?
I want to take a risky job and put my body to the test again.
Huh? But we literally just finished one of the most dangerous jobs ever. Are you getting bored already?
I know. If I hadn't joined in that plan with you, I wouldn't have come up with this idea. I guess I still get fired up by that feeling of going all out in a fight. It made me realize that I'm still a mercenary through and through. Life is short, and I'm happy that I got to be a part of that operation. But the whole thing also made me realize that there are still many problems in Sumeru, and as a desert dweller, I'm still not completely ready to settle down on this side of the wall.
Well, I remember a friend had someone bring you a message.
You mean I'll hate them? I didn't expect him to still remember that. I thought he was joking.
We just came from talking with Alhaitham at the Academia.
Did he tell you that he suggested that I come work at the Academia?
What? That's a wild
I heard that
idea.
Azar and his cronies fell from power, and Alhaitham told me that now was a good time to find a job in the Academia, but only if I wanted to.
That doesn't sound like you, Dia.
Whoa. Paimon can't see you being anything other than a mercenary.
Me neither. But I think Dia would look great dressed up as a scholar.
Ugh, forget about it. I wouldn't last 10 seconds in there. Alhaitham probably just liked the way I worked and knew I'm good in a fight. So he suggested I find some work in the Academia.
I mean, it's not looks. I don't think she's the kind to stay in one place for a long time.
Because you're super amazing.
The Matra have all the talent they need as long as they have Sino. I prefer to be free to live however I choose. In fact, I chose this job from the very start because I knew it'd be right up my alley.
Even if being a mercenary means facing all kinds of danger.
A lion has to return to the wild sooner or later. If anything, being your bodyguard has been unfamiliar territory for me.
I don't want to see you go, but I'll respect your decision.
I'm glad to hear you say that. Come on, no need for the sad face. It's not like we'll never meet again.
Yep, they is just a free
Once
woman.
the whole Dendro
It makes
Archon thing is
sense.
settled, everything in Sumeru will take a turn for the better. That makes me happy too. But a peaceful society will probably mean less demand for mercenaries like me. Before long, we'll be a dying breed. So I'd better get to work while I still can.
Huh? But wait a second. You make it sound like you're leaving now.
Well, no, not yet at least. I promised my lady I'd stick around until next week.
Corpse.
So,
good to see
have
you.
More Ormos this entire time? We were wondering if you had received a letter from Nilu.
Oh, did Nilu write to us?
She heard that you were seen in Port Ormos, so she sent the letter here.
Huh. It was probably sent to the inn that we're staying at. My lady has been very energetic lately and keeps taking me on hikes, staying out even into the night. By the time we get back, the receptionist is usually off napping on the job.
Right.
Happy
and
holidays
we tend to
to
leave
you
quite early in the
too.
morning, so the old man on duty is also usually dozing off.
So what it really sounds like is that the person on duty is always asleep.
Yeah, I bet the letter's at the reception desk. I'll go check later.
No wonder there wasn't a reply. You never received the letter. Good thing Nilu asked us to come and check on that.
Sorry to make you two come all the way out here.
It must be something important for Nilu to specifically write to us like that.
Yes, she said they were preparing a victory feast in the Grand Bazaar, and will also be celebrating Sino's reinstatement as General Mahamatra. She was hoping you could come.
Great! I'll be sure to attend.
Count me in too. But is there some sort of dress code or anything for the feast? Can I just show up looking like this?
Since it's being organized by Nilu, I don't think she'll be too picky about that. If anything, I think she wants to see us as our most natural selves.
All right, then this is how I'll show up.
The feast will be held in 2 days, so don't forget.
Sure.
Why is it
Thank you
taking
so
us
much
so
for letting us
long
know.
just to check in
We'll
with
see you
people
there.
about invitations?
Oh, by the way, do you happen to know where
And
Sino and Raman
RSVPs.
are?
The General Mahamatra always comes and goes without a trace. Normally no one knows his whereabouts.
Oh,
But last time we met, he mentioned that he had something to do in Aru village. You can try your luck there. As for Raman, your guess is as good as mine. I only remember he said that he had something to discuss with Sino. You can ask Sino when you meet him.
Thanks, Zia. You're the best.
Don't mention it. You'd better get going.
all right, on to our next stop.
Wow. This is taking so long, but gotta see it through. Oh boy. Alright. I mean, all we're doing is just checking to see if we got an invitation to a party. Like, we didn't ask them to, like, update us on their life story, but, you know, like, I guess we're the traveler. We get to hear we get to hear everyone's updates no matter what. Oh? Sardo! Best buddy.
It's been a while since we last visited Aru village. Ah, there's Sino.
It's been a while.
What brings you here?
There's a surprise party.
Kanari agreed to let us leave, so now we're out and about again.
It seems Gandharvaville's medical treatment is still as good as ever.
And Tainari is recovering well, too.
That's good to hear.
Oh my gosh. Of course, this is why we... This is taking a while, because we don't get straight to the point.
Yeah, you're the one who brought us to him when we lost consciousness,
Oh man.
right? Thanks for that.
You're welcome. Tainari has excellent medical skills, and Kale is quite attentive. It was the best place for you.
But why are you just standing here like a dead tree?
I'm meeting some people.
Oh, you mean Candace?
I've already talked with Candace and the village chief. They're still at the usual place. You can go there if you'd like to see them. But you know one of the people I'm meeting as well.
Oh, by King Deshret's blessing, my friend suddenly appears in the desert.
Oh, hey, we were looking for you
too.
too.
Help now.
Run! And, huh? Sataria?
Oh, you know me?
Oh, well...
Paimon?
You're
Paimon?
pretty famous in the academia.
What do you have to say for
Worry,
yourself?
These are our friends. No need to be so guarded.
I see.
How have you
I'm
all been
doing well.
doing? While
Many
we
good things have
ignored the
happened recently.
invitation. I
Same here.
guess.
Really, I feel that my whole life has started to shine after suddenly finding a new direction.
Oh, tell us everything.
Yeah,
Paimon?
you go ahead.
Alright, well, I suppose I should start by saying... I've decided to leave the academia.
What?
You're not gonna be a scholar anymore?
It's not that I've given up on being a scholar. Instead, you could say I've found a new identity. I will no longer pursue research like a typical scholar, but I have not completely given up on my relationship to knowledge either.
I can see what you're saying now.
What do you mean?
I plan to leave the academia and return to teach here in the desert.
Oh yes, the desert needs more
become
teachers.
a teacher?
Sataria will return to support education here and teach people from the desert. She can't teach everyone on her own, but there are many of us Eremites all over Sumeru. She came to discuss a collaboration with me and hoped that I could bring her ideas to the Eremites.
Yes, it's my hope that the Eremites can help me select a group of smart people with the best aptitude for teaching. I'll teach them, and after they've finished learning from me, they can go educate more people. That is the true meaning of education and the spreading of knowledge.
The people of King Deshret suffer from sandstorms, exile, and ignorance. Miss Sataria is more than welcome to come teach here. Her arrival is like a star shining in the desert night. The stars have always guided caravans, thieves, soldiers, and travelers who get lost in the night. They lead those in the dark out of trouble and back to safety.
Oh, please. Where's all of this coming from? I'm starting to feel a little embarrassed.
You deserve these compliments. Mercenaries are accustomed to danger and don't fear death, which is why we recognize extraordinary actions that common people would easily overlook.
Sataria's idea will bring much good to many people.
At first, I feared it was destined to fail. Everyone knows that the academia doesn't allow scholars to teach in the desert without permission. As you know, all knowledge is under their surveillance and control, and very few desert dwellers are as lucky as me. But what I heard at that time has been haunting my heart, as if there were lightning bolts constantly bombarding my soul. Sataria, you tread a treacherous path, and the longer you ignore it, the tighter the academia's grasp on you will become.
That sounds like something we might have said to her.
Why haven't you gone home? Never forget
Oh
that the
yeah,
desert
we
that
just say
belongs
that.
to you lies elsewhere.
Miss.
Oh
These
man.
words sparked something in me, and I knew that I had to bring something back to my people after going home.
Oh man.
I gathered up the courage to
What a
approach
wild
the Grand
ride this has
Sage,
been.
only to find that he was no longer at the academia. Lord Sino told me that Azar didn't belong there anymore.
Azar has received much needed punishment. Though, if you ask me, it may have been too light. You probably have already heard.
Yeah, we heard.
Lord Sino helped me obtain permission to leave the academia for the desert, and accompanied me here to discuss collaboration with members of the Eremites. My plan was able to go smoothly thanks to him and Rahman.
You're all doing so much for the desert.
Aside from that, I also have some other business to discuss with Sino.
Ah. See, that's what you get for coming in late and missing the story, Alex. But then again, you'll get to find out once you get to the story part of Sumeru on your own. Gotta finish climbing those mountains of Leeway and meet Cloud Grandma.
Lesser Lord Kusanali has allocated many resources to support and develop the desert. I've done some business for her, and part of it required the assistance of the Eremites. I applied for a few batches of educational materials from the academia, and sent them to several groups in the desert, as instructed by Lesser Lord Kusanali. I believe the people will make good use of them.
That's exactly what the people here need. Physical books and other related items. If it weren't for Sino and Lesser Lord Kusanali, I'm afraid we'd never be able to get our hands on them.
TCG
Apart from this,
is demotivating you so much, then maybe it's motivating you to finish again the Liyue story.
I'll let you and Sataria know as soon as I have any more news.
And then Sumeru. And then find out what the sages are being punished for.
And maintain these resources to ensure long-term effectiveness.
This is the first time in hundreds of years we've had a glimmer of hope. I think this may be the turning point for the desert. Remember these words. Here lies our faithful priest,
Alex, get your priorities straight.
His wisdom is a miracle
Y'all know that
among
the
the
story
people,
is important.
deserving of high praise and admiration.
Not some trading
I hope
card
people
game.
with wisdom like that priest will rise again among the desert dwellers. Then we'll once again see the wisdom and glory that once shook the world.
Enough about us. Are you here to discuss some business too?
The party!
No, not at all. We're
Oh, wait,
actually
the
here
surprise
on behalf
party.
of Milu.
The
Milu
surprise
wanted
party.
to write to everyone, but she wasn't sure where the letters should be sent, so she asked us to come find everyone personally. A celebration feast will be held in 2 days at the Grand Bazaar. She hopes that all of you will be able to attend. At the feast, we'll also be celebrating Sino's reinstatement as General
Okay,
Mahamaja.
so much for the surprise party.
Although, judging from your appearance, it seems you've already been reinstated. Paimon thought you would only start working for the Academia after the feast.
Celebration? Feast?
It was supposed to be a surprise party, then Paimon ruined
It's
it.
the first I've heard of it.
Tainari was right. He really didn't know.
And you had to ruin it, Paimon. Good job.
This feast is for you, Sino. Sounds to me like you'll have to be there.
It's rare to see that kind of expression from Lord Sino. You must not like feasts very much.
No, not really.
Obviously.
But I'll go.
Hey, you two are invited as well
No,
to
I
the
still
surprise
have a lot
birthday
to
party.
handle here. Besides, I need to look after Miss Sataria in the desert, so I'll have to pass.
I'm afraid I won't be able to join you. Although, if you'd be so kind, please give a message to Miss Nilu for me. The message is, I'm sorry for how I treated you before, but now I understand the beauty of your dance. It's like a light shining in the sky. You and the art you symbolize are not only beautiful, but also lively and powerful. So much so that it was
how are we
prohibited.
gonna remember all this?
Please keep dancing.
All right, are we
And
taking
someday,
notes? We are
I'll
taking
be able
notes,
to
right?
appreciate your art in person.
Okay, we've got all that down.
Dang, Paimon, you're so good at taking notes.
Our job here is complete as well. Oh, Sino, remember, party's in 2 days. Make sure you're there.
Got it.
Oh, finally, we talked to everyone. Okay. Okay, now we gotta time travel. Okay. Okay. Oh dang, this is the first time I used up all 2 days. Cool.
Today's the big day. Let's go to the Grand Bazaar and see how the celebration's coming along.
You don't need to say any further, Paimon. We are heading back there indeed. Let's go see the... Let's go go see the grand conclusion of this wild story. Woo, wee, wee. Hey, you gotta do what you gotta do. You have no time to wait, just time travel. That's how it works. Ah. We got here early. It's just... Alex, this is why you're so behind in story. Jeez,
Everybody's
Louise.
already here. Looks like we're the last ones to arrive.
You're here.
You gotta learn how to efficiently use time.
There you are.
And then maybe you can get good at the trading card game.
Well, look who finally decided to show up.
Oh, hey, it's a
You
party.
look like you came here immediately after finishing up some work. I'm very happy to see you here.
How did you know?
We're not late, are we? It's just that everyone else arrived ahead of time.
I propose that the last one who arrived be put in charge of today's speeches.
Wow.
Nah, there won't be any speeches today.
That's Bondo.
Oh, really?
Why you gotta treat us
Well,
so
even
meanly?
better.
Come join us over here. Let's share some
Dang,
great food
that's a
and
nice
drinks
setup.
and chat about all sorts of fun things.
Everything looks quite good.
Wow. Paimon can't wait. Traveler, just look at all the delicious
Oh,
food
I'm
here.
having such a headache. Aww. Oh no. Is this another samsara?
It's so delicious.
Hope not.
Oh, this grilled
not.
meat tastes amazing.
The food was specially prepared for you by everyone in the Grand Bazaar. And we have gifts that were sent by the residents of Sumeru City when they heard we were holding a feast. Everyone
Aw,
that
that's
came
nice of
said
them.
that you saved Sumeru and wanted me to thank you all on their behalf.
Ah, feels kind of nice to be seen as a hero. I could get used to this.
Being a
New job
bodyguard
for
is
Neil.
also a hero's
New job for Dia. Let's go.
You've always been amazing, Dia.
My lady sure has a way with words. Thanks. I'm glad to hear it.
And I'm happy to meet everyone that participated in the great plan.
Don't mention it.
Come to think of it, we've really done something impressive together. It's unbelievable.
Paimon, that's not the first time we've
We
done
owe it
this.
to our abilities. And luck.
Really? Why do I remember everybody thinking that luck was against us and feeling like we hardly had a chance of succeeding?
That's how I remember it too.
It's luck that brought us together, and it was luck that let us form a team. Then, it took even more luck for us to formulate a plan and implement it successfully.
This is why he's my new husbando.
Moreover, judging from the results, everything worked out well.
Oh, man.
Everyone gave it their all when it mattered most. It was almost like a performance. We took the stage and put on our best show. Everyone played their part, and thanks to everyone's efforts, the performance was a great success.
So, would you say we're good actors too?
That's one more talent under our belt.
It's such a blessing that Lesser Lord Kusanali was able to return to power at the Academia.
Yes, even after being abandoned and neglected so many times, she's finally returned.
Hmm? Wait. Has everyone finally remembered Nahida now, but they don't. But there's some made up story about how she. Wait. So everyone's remembering Nahida now, But there's some made-up story about how she was before everyone remembered her. What?
Uh-huh. Lesser Lord Kusanali once used all her power in a great disaster, which resulted in her losing all her wisdom and memories of the past. The Academia basically abandoned her because of it. This should be something everybody should remember. Huh? I didn't say anything wrong, did I?
Oh, no.
Everything you said is correct.
That's good.
The
Something
curse
wrong?
of forbidden knowledge!
Yeah, what's with that face? You knew all of this already.
I mean, you know what? It's okay. It's okay. No one needs to know the forbidden knowledge that's inside me now. It's not gonna corrupt anyone, I swear.
Even if those two giants of the Academia are here, I still have to say it. Those sages really have some nerve. 500 years ago, Lesser Lord Kusanali used all her power for the people of Sumeru. And what did they do in return?
Okay, we gotta read this. It seems that after everyone forgot Greater Lord Rukkhadevata, their understanding of Sumeru's history also changed. Now everyone believes that Lesser Lord Kusanali has been Sumeru's Archon all along. Okay, that's good at least. At least Nahida won't be treated harshly. Maybe I'm the only one in all of Tevat who remembers that Greater Lord Rukkhadevata ever existed. As the witness of all that happened, I shall respect her choice and keep the secret for her. Otherwise, I'll become forbidden knowledge. There we go.
If you bite the hand that feeds you, don't act surprised when it turns into a knuckle sandwich, right, Sino?
Perhaps I shouldn't say this, but their treatment of Lesser Lord Kusanali calls for a more severe punishment.
You could simply tell Lesser Lord Kusanali that you wish to have Azar and his accomplices severely punished.
I respect our deity's decision and won't interfere in any way. While we're on this topic, why didn't you accept the Academia's invitation to become the Grand Sage?
Are you trying to say that I'm fit to be a sage?
Not at all. But every person handling the selection process has said that you are the most suitable candidate to lead the Academia right now.
Why? Because he dethroned Azar from power?
Could you try to put it another way? This is a good thing, yet you're making it sound like I overthrew Azar for my own personal gain.
Oh, man.
But seriously, though, I always wondered if you had some personal motives behind it.
I did have my own motive, but it had nothing to do with being a sage. If the rules of our nation were suddenly cast by the wayside, then it wouldn't be long until chaos ensued. I had no intention of letting their dreams disrupt my life.
By that, you mean your life working as the Academia's scribe.
Precisely.
Wait, is that all?
So, that's the only reason why you joined us and came up with all those plans?
It's reason enough.
You've certainly got quite the personality.
You flatter me.
All right then. How about you? You've already resumed work as the General Mahamatra, right?
That's right.
Will you be happy with that life?
It's not about being happy. There are merely a lot of things that I must do.
Even so, keep your spirits up and try to be happy, okay? And try to smile more every day.
Oh, Neely, you're so
just like
precious.
I'm doing now.
No one deserves you.
Thank you. I'll keep that in mind.
Huh. Sino smiling? That would be a lifelong dream. Alright. Let's save us bond over Leas. Okay, let's talk to Mr. Grumpy Guy here.
The atmosphere here is good. And everything is delicious.
It must be rare to see you at such a lively gathering. Case in point.
Yeah. I don't often come to such places. But it feels quite good. I have a lot to handle these days. Otherwise, I could show you around.
Aw, thank you. You're very kind. But don't worry about us.
There's always next time. We're friends after all.
We're honored, Sino.
This feast is pretty good. I like it.
Aw. Now go take a nap. You deserve it. Okay. Dia! Partner in crime.
My lady, the grilled meat over there is delicious. Have you tried it?
Yes, I also tried some fruit just now. Oh, they're very sweet. What an amazing place to relax. No wonder everybody likes to rest at the Grand Bazaar.
You said it. Oh, look who else is here.
Hello! Oh, I'm so happy Nilou invited everybody. Oh, now I have the chance to meet all the heroes.
My pleasure. I'm glad we could come.
Hey, less of that polite chit-chat and more eating and drinking. The feast is about having fun, not stuffy formalities.
Hey, yeah, we're here standing awkwardly. What do you think? Okay, Husbando, I'm saving you for last. Nilou!
Ah, there you
You're
are,
amazing.
traveler.
Thank you for hosting the party.
How is it? Are you enjoying the feast today? If there's anything you're unhappy with, just let me know. I'll be sure to take note of it. That's good. It's the first time I've ever invited so many exceptional people to one place. I was a little nervous myself. You see, every guest here is quite extraordinary. It's unbelievable that we've got everyone together here. Almost like a fairy tale.
It's
Make
certainly
sure
magical.
you live it up tonight. I'll be happy as long as you're enjoying yourselves.
We have a message to tell you. Oh, that's
I'm
right.
honored to
That
have her
long
think of me
message
this
about
way.
her dance.
If I have a chance in the future, I would really like to invite her to one of my performances. I can't explain why, but I just feel elated right now.
As you should.
Thank you.
You should be happy for yourself. Alright, finally. New Husbando. Hello.
I seldom participate in such lively gatherings, but the atmosphere here is quite good.
Thought you might find it boring.
No. This gathering today has a unique meaning. The Grand Bazaar is lively because the people here feel happiness from the bottom of their hearts, unlike the farces at the Academia. That happiness is an emotion that'll be forever alien to those bookworms who have driven themselves insane by studying. I seem to have taken both keys when I left the house. Oh well.
Classic. Oh?
Hey, what's wrong? Your head is starting to droop.
It is a long day. I'm suddenly sleepy. Feels like about to nod
Hey,
off.
you can't just fall asleep here. Paimon will go find something delicious for you to eat. You wake up once you've put something yummy in your tummy.
Or put me in a food coma and make it worse.
Of course. Just wait here for Paimon.
Sure, and then we'll fall asleep. I mean, it is also bedtime for me too. Soon, so I should do the same thing. Is it because I didn't sleep well last night that I feel sleepy all of a sudden? Or is it because I'm too full? Food coma! Huh? Seems like someone is there. Oh! 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 Paimon stopped in action!
It's me.
Oh, Nahida! Best girl! Best Archon, how are you? Nahida, it looks like my consciousness is connected to yours again.
You may blame me for being a bit too self-indulgent. I was thinking about talking with you, and the next thing I knew, I had made a connection with you. The connection between us is amazing. It's like flora and the fence it grows upon.
Interesting. Yeah, is there anything you need from us?
I heard there's an amazing celebration feast today at the Grand Bazaar. I wanted to have a look for myself, so I snuck in. Lately, I've been so busy dealing with all the fallout from recent events, so I really haven't had any
Oh my gosh,
free
you're
time.
already a busy girl.
Although you
I'm so proud of you.
helped me with a lot, there's still one more thing I hope you can help me with.
What is it?
Please say thank you to everyone for me.
Oh, of course. Oh. Nahida, it'd be better if you could do that yourself.
Is it not convenient for you to do that for me?
It is, but it's better for you to do it for yourself. Yeah, some things in this world must be done by yourself.
But if I just show up all of a sudden, people will become all quiet and stiff, won't they?
Ah, you're fine.
If I
You're
end up
fine.
scaring and ruining this wonderful feast, that'd be the last thing I
Nahida,
want.
you're worrying too much. You're a precious, you're a charming little girl. You got this. You got this.
Let me think about it.
Don't think about it and just do it. Okay. Have you made up your mind?
Yes, I have.
All right. Can't wait to see you in action. What?
You said I should go thank everyone as myself, right? So...
What did you do?
I decided to borrow your body for the time being. Please don't blame me. The flora also climbs up to the fence to get closer to the sky.
Oh my god, are you serious? Then at least promise me you won't say anything weird when you're in my body. God damn it, Nahida. How is anyone gonna see your charming little self and you keep taking over people's bodies? That's not cool. Stop it. Oh, God.
Everyone!
Are you awake now? Paimon was just about to bring you the food.
It's me.
Huh? That voice. Nahida?
Hold up. What's going on?
I didn't expect to have a conversation with the consciousness of Lesser Lord Kusanali in the Grand Bazaar. Interesting. Is this also a part of the feast?
No, of course not. Are you Lesser Lord Kusanali?
Hello, Nilu.
You know who I am?
Yes, I already know every one of you. Nilu, Alhaitham, Sino, Dia, Paimon, and Dunyarzad.
Aww.
Lesser Lord Kusanali?
I took the liberty of occupying the traveler's body so that I could thank all of you in person. Thank you so much for rescuing me, even if that meant placing your own safety in peril and taking the risk of becoming enemies with the academia, the sages, the doctor, the balladeer, and even the entirety of Sumeru. Without you, without any of you, I would have been in a much more difficult situation. Had you not helped me to resolve the crisis, not only I, but Sumeru and even the entirety of Teyvat would have suffered great misfortune. People refer to you as the heroes who managed to rescue a god. I'm quite fond of this name. It not only explains your identities, but also bears witness to your relationship with me. Please, allow me to present to you my most sincere gratitude.
Lesser Lord Kusanali, you have done so much for Sumeru, and I didn't even have a chance to do anything for you. You don't have to do this.
Dunyarzad, the suffering you endured during your illness is also proof of you being with me and praying for me. Thank you.
You don't need to be so ceremonious. It's always been my duty to protect you.
Sorry, no.
This is how the relationship between the Academia and Dendro Archon should be. We just did what was necessary and set things back on the right path.
You're an Archon, but you act so humble. You really don't need to be so polite with us.
Aww, Dia.
I'm honored to have been able to take part in this plan. I hoped you liked the dance I dedicated to you.
Thank you, all of you. Thank you so much.
just like I said, everyone is very happy to meet you.
Yeah.
Oh damn, everyone stayed up late. Aww. The next day? What? Is that over yet?
Did you rest well?
I slept alright.
After Nahida left, you ate a lot of food. You've become a glutton.
I mean, Paimon, you still have the bigger stomach here. Let's be honest.
That just means you still have a lot to learn from Master Paimon, the Sage of Gluttony.
I'm not sure that's a good thing, Paimon.
Since you're awake now, should we go and have a chat with Nahida?
Sure.
She should be in the academia right about now. If you have any questions, now's your chance to ask.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's why we came to Sumeru in the first place. Right. Ah, God, okay. Oh, man. I don't want to go all the way up there. Walk all the way up there. I'm gonna fly. Not fly. Teleport. Paimon has a bottomless stomach. It's like one of those magical bags where like you put in that looks small on the outside, but on the inside it's a lot bigger and you can put in as much stuff as you need to. Alright. Here we go. Maybe this would be the conclusion? We'll see. I feel like we ended on a good note with Sino party though. That was so sweet. Although I was not expecting Nahida to take over our bodies. That was wow. You just gotta exercise your imagination more. Oh, Nahida! Hello, how are you?
Nahida! Hello, Traveler and Paimon. What a fantastic night. I'm still immersed in all the happiness and joy, like a candle floating on water.
See, girl, you got it.
And that's why we're here to talk with you.
Is there anything you want to know?
Where's my brother? Okay, let's do all these things. About the Akasha, what's gonna happen to it now?
After recent events, the Akasha can no longer function as it used to. I've given it some thought, and have decided to shut it down permanently. But this is definitely not a bad thing. Even from the beginning, I've been planning to shut it down. The Akasha's centralized administration of knowledge has always restrained people's curiosity and curtailed the number of paths available to them. I don't think this is good for Sumeru. Although people may initially feel a little uncomfortable with the loss of the Akasha, they will soon understand that this life is more suitable for them. And as for the future of Sumeru, I'm preparing to regain control of the academia.
Nice.
The former
Let's go.
sages have received their punishment, but the new sages have yet to be selected. I will oversee the process personally.
Let's go.
I hope that the new 6th grade sages will be more focused on academics. Sumeru needs such leaders more than ever. The other big issue is the people of King Deshret. All the residents of the desert, in fact. They have been mistreated for far too long. I've already taken some measures to address this. It will take some time to rebuild everything, but no matter if it's culture, friendship, or trust, we will rebuild it.
About what happened after I fell asleep that day. Oh, that's right. our character in game didn't see the mind chess game that was going on.
You mean, what happened after the doctor put you to sleep?
Oh, okay. But we did have an idea of who was coming by. Did he do the Fatui thing that every Fatui person was doing?
Not exactly. The top-ranked Fatui Harbingers, up to number 3, possess power comparable to that of gods. I was no match for him in that kind of situation. However, in spite of the bad situation, I still managed to make a fair deal with the doctor. I'm sure you remember the entity that changed your fate, the Heavenly Principles. In fact, the Heavenly Principles has been quiet since the Conria disaster 500 years ago. I used this point as leverage against the doctor. I told him that the Heavenly Principles may be awakened if I destroy the Gnosis. Although it's just a bluff, he still fell for it.
Oh, okay.
I assumed that the Heavenly Principles wouldn't just stand by and let such extensive damage to its laws take place.
That's interesting.
And as for what I exchanged for the Gnosis, the exchange served as both punishment for the doctor as well as a boon of new knowledge that I couldn't refuse as the God of Wisdom.
Is it forbidden knowledge? Hope it doesn't corrupt you. So, about the other Fatui guy. He got so power hungry as a god. And who was very strong, by the way, but we beat his ass before we knew it.
He's still in a coma. I've hidden him like how one would hide a feather.
Oh?
I know you have many misgivings about him, but as someone who had become a god, he has retained a number of very useful features. Don't worry, I'll keep an eye on him and make sure he doesn't do any evil.
Alright, Nahida,
if
you say so.
There are still some mysteries left in him. Some things may be very clear from my perspective, but he is still yet to understand them himself. His future will be determined by fate.
So, I'm guessing you don't know where my brother is, so, about the new region I'm gonna go to next. What do you know about it?
Is that where you're headed next? Fontaine, the Nation of Justice?
The Nation of
Justice. As far as I know, that nation operates in a judicial system.
Does their Archon personally judge people?
No, there's a Chief Justice in Fontaine. Generally speaking, the Hydra Archon,
we're going to the land of Hydra. Oh yeah, Fontaine's Hydra. There we go.
However, even then, Focalor will still make herself present at just about every trial. It seems that she just likes to immerse herself in that sort of atmosphere. As Archon, she still reserves the right to influence the final verdict.
I feel like this is gonna be some version of the Raiden Shogun.
She's got a very unique personality.
Alright, I've said everything I wanted to ask.
Isn't there something else you haven't asked about yet?
Oh right, my brother!
You mean... about your brother?
Yes!
While you were resting at Gandharvaville, I took some time to perform an Irminsul search for information on your brother.
But we both came from beyond the Sea of Stars. There shouldn't be any information on him in Irminsul.
Yeah! Isn't Irminsul a repository for all the information and memories of Teyvat? So there shouldn't be anything on her or her brother.
This is true in your case. Irminsul indeed does not have any information on you. However, there must be something different about your brother. Because as it turns out, the world has recorded information on him after all.
Oh.
What?
Oh.
There's only one possible explanation. He belongs to this world.
Oh? Wait. Oh, okay. So, yeah, we thought we were journeying with him all along. So Something doesn't add up. Is there something wrong with our memories? Or is it this world that has done something to him? It's the latter. It has to be the latter. Why else would he side with the Abyss Mages?
But nothing about this makes any sense. Wasn't this your first trip to Teyvat?
Do you know what he has been through?
According to the records I was able to access, your sibling suddenly appeared in Conria. After the Conria disaster, he began his journey through the 7 nations of Teyvat. But just as his journey was about to reach its conclusion, the Irminsul records on him suddenly become fuzzy.
What do you mean, fuzzy? Did something happen to him?
He met
All
the
I know for
Abyss
sure is that
Mages.
somebody, for reasons only they can know, is deliberately obfuscating his fate. And whoever it is, if they can do that, who knows what else they're capable of.
But even that wouldn't explain how he somehow comes from this world.
I mean, that is a point. That is a good point.
Something else I noticed was that according to these records, the Fatui have not classified your sibling as one of the Descenders.
Oh, that's a new one.
What's a Descender? Paimon's never heard of it.
Look, I'm sure you must be curious about the information I received from the Fatui in return for my gnosis, right? A very important part of the intel was about this world's Descenders. External beings, ones that don't belong to this world. Traveler, you are Teyvat's 4th Descender.
4th? Whoa, okay. There are lots of lore bombshells dropping right now. So, okay, so 1, there's a chance our brother may not be our brother. And 2, we're not the first or only person to be outside of this world. What is going on?
Huh? So the Fatui count 3 other Descenders before the Traveler, and her brother isn't even one of them?
That's right. My current hypothesis is that the first Descender was likely what we now call the Heavenly Principles. As for the other Descenders,
The Heavenly
I still need
Principles
to
is a
verify
person?
their existence. It could take me some time.
Paimon's head's about to burst from all this crazy new
I
information.
feel you, Paimon. I feel you.
And yet, even knowing all this, I'm sure you must still have a lot of unanswered questions. I must say, I truly regret that I can't help you more as the God of
It's
Wisdom.
okay. You've told me a
There are
lot.
many questions in my heart as well. I will need some time to go through each one of them.
Yeah, but we've had tons of time. Oh, yeah, we have a lot of information we need to go over, so
And
take
soon,
your time.
you'll also begin your journey anew and depart from Sumeru. I'm very interested in your future. It's a journey that can't be observed or recorded by this world. If fate is the ultimate knowledge, then your future will be the ultimate fate.
Oh, that's deep.
Paimon's sure glad we got to meet you, Nahida.
The pleasure is all mine. I can't thank you enough. Alright, that's enough talk for today. If you ever miss me, just close your eyes, and maybe I'll appear in your dreams.
Aw, thank you, Nahida. Paimon is the final boss. Oh, God.
You
have to
must
fight
have
her
a whole
stomach?
bunch of questions after our last conversation with Nahida. Paimon was ready to ask her a million more questions, but didn't want to seem too pushy. Like, about these Descenders. So, does that just mean people like you who come traveling to Teyvat from someplace else? And as for your brother... Whew, so many questions. Let's go find Nahida and see what else we can find out.
Let's see. Is this another Archon Quest? Oh, it's an interlude chapter. Alright, I guess that's not too bad. We can work on that later, I guess. But I think at least we finished the main part. The main story. That's important. So, I'm gonna end stream here. We'll make Nahida merch. Don't worry. I'm gonna end stream here. Thank you to everyone who stopped by. Thank you to Leb for the raid. Thank you to Alex for being for doing his usual moderating duties, and also for neglecting his Genshin story duties. And yeah. I'm not sure what I'm doing next week. I mean,
It's time to move on. We shouldn't stay
I may
here.
stream as usual next week since I don't have anything planned. So yeah, we'll try to see how much of the interlude will get done. But yeah, that is it. You can't use the command on your phone? Oh, okay. Well, it is very late, so I gotta go to bed soon. But have a